So we'll start with however, this doesn't have any arms. It doesn't have any sleeves. Greetings and salutations, my name is Occult and welcome to my sanctuary. To those of you who are returning and subscribing and commenting, thank you so much for all the support. And for those of you who are returning but not yet subscribing, please do subscribe. And for the new people, thank you so much for being here. I hope you like it here and stick around as well. Here we do all sorts of stuff, vlogs, hauls, makeup, and bits and pieces. And don't forget, Halloween season is coming, so there will be some stuff around that as well. So welcome everyone, and we shall get into this haul. So this haul is a bit of a mixed bag. So I've done some, well, I haven't done some mainstream shopping, I guess, in general, but I have walked through a few shops and saw a few very witchy things, and I thought, oh my god, that is amazing to find something like this in the mainstream. So I thought I'd throw it into this haul, although this is probably more of my usual kind of monthly or bi-monthly thrift hauls that I do online through this app that I use, and buy all the sort of, you know, alternative gothic clothes that I can find and some accessories and stuff like that. We'll start with the new bags, which I got, which are amazing. Look at this beauty. Can you believe this is like a high street kind of thing? I can't, seriously. This was in the like teen section for girls in our really big sort of jeans kind of store, Gloria Jeans, around here. I mean, wow. Obviously, this is just like insane. Unfortunately, this bag doesn't quite fit an A4 properly, so you can put a paper sort of document into it, but you know, it will probably come out slightly crinkled, but it barely fits in. But if you, after like putting in like an iPad or, you know, a few school books or something like that, then this is a perfect fit for that. And I mean, how cool is this design? I mean, look at that. And you kind of, if you open it, there's still like that, the planchette thing, yeah, that's in there. But like, how cool is the idea itself? I mean, it's a bit fiddly to have like this, and there's obviously the magnetic clips on this side as well. But, you know, having this design just completely beats that. Ooh, I haven't even taken that off, although I have actually used this already once. Yeah, that's how I know it doesn't fit in the A4 quite properly. But yeah, it's a bit of a tight fit, but it does have an inside pocket and a few like normal pockets for phones and things like that. And it doesn't have any pockets on the back of it or anything like that. And obviously it has like a handle you can sort of take off, but there's another trick to it, is that you have these D-rings as well on this side. So technically you can even take the strap and stick it on here, so you can actually carry it vertical. I'm not entirely sure why you would want to do that necessarily, but you know, interesting to have the option. And look at that cute heart on the zip as well. That is super cute. I mean, honestly, it's not like the best, most comfortable bag in the world, but it has moths on it, and the design is super cute. I mean, if I wouldn't be overly surprised to see something like this, and maybe there was something like that. I'll pop it here if I find it. I think Restyle might have, but it totally looks like it could be a Restyle bag. Like really, just from, you know, the quality of it is probably not quite there, but in general, the appearance of it, like totally Restyle. Very cool. And this beauty here is the second one, which is a backpack. I haven't even used it yet, but I do love it. I mean, how cute is that design? Again, you have a moth, you have some witchy stuff, very, very cool. Again, you have little pockets with hearts, which I haven't even quite unpackaged yet, but these are functional pockets, I think. Let me double check, I might be lying. No, they're functional pockets, and there's like 2 of them as well. And again, this just opens up. You can close it on the D-ring. You can close it on the D-ring there. these are just for show, really, like for decor purposes. And you have a fairly spacious backpack in there. I haven't even taken that out, but yeah, all the usual pockets, kind of like the same bag. You have one for the phone, you have one zip-up pocket for any sort of other stuff you might need. Again, it probably won't quite fit like a huge laptop or anything like that, but I think if you're going to school or something, thank you. Let's check. Do the A4 check. A4 doesn't fit. A4 fits nicely sideways, so that's good. I don't think it might fit my like work laptop or anything like that, but I don't really go to the office a lot these days, so I don't think I really need to, but just for, you know, a stylish accessory, I think this is amazing. Like, even with the other bag as well, I think you can like be just dressed in all black and throw in a cute belt and something like that, and you already have like a witchy kind of gothy sort of feel to it, and I think it's just perfect for the autumn. I think it's just insanely cool, and it's very this sort of whole, like all the shops these days you go in and it's kind of like this dark academia kind of vibe. You have all these little skirts and all these sort of dark cardies, and it all looks really, really cute. I mean, I love it. I'm really, really enjoying things like this in the mainstream stores. I mean, some people say, you know, they're appropriating our subculture and things like that, but, you know, I was like, well, it's better than looking at these. I really don't like this mainstream girl fashion. They're all wearing like these really, really wide jeans. I don't think they suit anyone really, and then this huge oversized kind of hoodie, and everyone dresses the same, and everyone has like the same white trainers, and this is like the style. It's like, well, it just looks the same, you know? So when I see something like this, I thought, oh, this is great. This is at least something that hasn't been done to death yet. And, you know, then we can get these things on the high street. I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. And by the way, with all the discounts that I managed to, because I saw this in the shops, and then I went on the website, and on the website they had like a 25% discount for some reason if you buy over a certain amount. So in the end, for these two bags, I maybe paid around, I don't know, maybe about $50 or something like that, which is really not too bad for, you know, fully functional bags with really cute detailing. I mean, Killstar bags probably cost like way more these days. Like, their prices have been atrocious, and it's really hard for me to ship things, and same with Restyle. So, I mean, no-brainer. Now let's move on to the not so successful buys. So these are the ones that I got like secondhand, and I will tell you how much I bought the first unsuccessful item for. It was under $10 with shipping, so. But this is a genuine Disturbia. As you can see here, Disturbia vest. And I don't know if this came with this, or I think they sewed it on, looking at the stitching here. So somebody got it and customized it, and they've sewed on a few patches. You have like Slayer, Metallica, and you have Maiden, of which I like two like a lot, and Slayer, I'm kind of getting into Slayer now. I don't know, I've never been into Slayer, but I've been listening to it recently, and I thought, actually, I seem to quite like it now. So maybe I should have listened to that instead of go listen to Ghost at the Download Festival, but it's too late now. Anyway, but the detailing of this is quite cool. So you have all these studs, and then here, I think they've actually, I don't know if this was intentional, but either they've ripped something off there, or it was always like that. So you see there's things missing here and there. But, I mean, it's meant to be kind of distressed anyway. And there's like that hole there, but I mean, for the whole vibe of this thing, it's fine. And look at that huge, huge Disturbia back of it. Now, why I'm saying that this is an unsuccessful buy is because it is size small. They did say it was men's small, And I stupidly thought that somehow I will fit into it, which I did not, unfortunately. I will still put it on the try-on because I can still get away with just wearing it open, but there is really no way in hell I can fit this over my boobs, like at all, or probably over my hips either. I can't remember. I think probably both of them were like a no, but you know, it's a vest, so I can probably still wear it anyway, and maybe I can even sort of customize it a bit more to make it more of a battle vest, because I do have my very odd pink item. If you haven't seen that video, I'll pop it up here, where I've bought like a very long sort of strange denim jacket, which is like a weird pink color, and tried to do like this battle thing out of that. But yeah, I don't really have a battle vest whatsoever, so I might just use that. So yeah, that's that one. Now, the next absolute fail of an item was this very super cute tunicky thing here. I don't know if you can see that okay, but yeah. So this is something called EMP. I've heard of the brand before. I can't say I've ever seen it. I know it exists and I know it's really cool. So that's the tag on it. And the pattern, I saw this and I thought that is just stunning. And I really liked it. And there's like, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bit of a tear sort of thing here. So under the bust, it kind of flares out a little bit. So you can see that there's like a kind of a skirty bit there. And it has like the sort of cold shoulder there. And the pattern, I just loved it. I think the color scheme is beautiful and everything. Now, unfortunately, why I say this is an epic fail is because although it sort of fits me like around the boobs and everything here. And also look at this cute detail there. How cute is that? That is super cute. I have an issue precisely there. Like, it doesn't fit me in the arms. Did I mention I hate my arms? I hate my arms. But it won't fit in any way. It's not just kind of tight, it just doesn't fit. So I don't think I want to resell this though, because it's quite unique. The material though is amazing. I think it's like either pure viscose or something really nice like that. Because it's 100% viscose. So for summer, like a goth summer piece, this is amazing. You don't really have to do much with it. You just throw it on with anything, like very simple pants or whatever, and it already looks stunning because it's just such a cool pattern. It's uber summer goth wear, and even a bit for maybe fall with a like cardi or whatever, but unfortunately the arms don't really fit. So I need to go to a little bit more Zumba classes, and maybe eventually, when I stop eating entirely, I might be able to fit into this. So I will put it aside for now and wait for better times. Oh, and for that tunic, I paid maybe about $13 with shipping. And also the person was super nice because they sent me a couple of teas and they sent me a ring and something else. I can't say like the free items, but I thought it was a nice touch, and I have been drinking the tea, so that was cool. Now, next item, and this was way more successful. Note, it is also by EMP. I don't know, I just decided to search if there's any more EMP, and this is a medium. However, it doesn't have any sleeves, so you know, that's already kind of good. And secondly, it is, again, a very, very cool pattern. And I really like the pattern on it. And because it's kind of like a tank top sort of thing, it's very stretchy. So this one kind of fit, more or less. And I really like it. I probably like wear it to the gym or something like that. Or under, you know, again, a cardi. Because again, the pattern is quite unique. I don't think I've seen anything like it. It kind of reminds me of Spiral Direct. But Spiral Direct is kind of like a bit of a hit and miss. And it's not very subtle. And usually it's like very... Sometimes it's a tad cheesy, even, like a bit much, but this is quite, like, I really like this. I think this is excellent. The fact that it's a bit on purpose kind of blurry in the pattern, that makes it really, really cool. So I will pop that in the try-on as well, and now we're down to the last item, which is the best one. And for that top, it was about $10, including shipping, so that was pretty good. And now for the last but not least. Now, I'm a huge Twin Peaks fan. I don't mean the new one is terrible, but the old Twin Peaks, like especially that first season, it is so magical. It's probably my all-time favorite series, like just super in love with it. I love the fashion in it, I love the music in it, I love the actors in it, and I think the plot is just so amazing, and it's so simple yet it's so complex, and you still have all these mysteries that people have theories about, and no one quite knows what the hell actually happened, although it seems plain and simple. It's amazing. David Lynch was at his best, I think, around those years, and that is just such a magical piece of art, really. It's not just a series, it's like, it's art. Like, Twin Peaks is definitely art. So, I've been looking for things in Killstar that they've done in like a Twin Peaks sort of collab or Twin Peaks, I don't know, collection. I've never obviously seen it online on their website because I only got into Killstar much later, and I know there's like a leather jacket floating around. I would love that. There's a dress. I've seen the dress, but it was too small. I've seen the jacket, unfortunately, again, it was too small, and but the jacket is just one of my dream items from Killstar. But I found this baby here. Now, I mean, it's not something I guess normally go for, but I actually like black and white a lot. I just like that sort of, you know, simplicity of the colors. And I don't normally wear a lot of red, especially if it's combined with something, but in this particular case, it works really well, and I will tell you why in a second. I'll just show you this label here. Live fast, shop online. The eyes are useless when the mind is blind. Well, there you go, it's an L. So I would have probably preferred it to be slightly bigger, but I was like, really, this is good enough. I don't know if I'll ever see this again, so I'm just gonna grab it. And it has the same sort of red detail on the sleeves, and it has a little moon on the sleeve here. And also it has, like most Killstar items, it has a little Killstar label on the bottom here. And yeah, it's very light, but it seems actually that it could be like an extra layer and could be warm. It's probably not for winter around here, but really good for the fall, and especially, you know, the Halloween season with, you know, its sort of mysterious Twin Peaks vibes and everything. And the best part about that red bit is because it is so distracting to the eye, I think it just completely conceals the actual size of your hips. This is like the most amazing optical illusion thing ever. Like, you look at it and your eyes can go, whoa, and you don't know where to look, and your size is completely concealed. I love stuff like that. I've seen people wear stuff like that that are actual sort of stylists who are like bigger than they want to be, and they throw on these blazers of these weird patterns, and then you kind of like so startled by the pattern that you can't tell the size of the person. I think that's just amazing. I want more things like that. I can never find them, but I'd love to know where people get them from. And then people doing things with jewelry, like you get this really big piece of jewelry and suddenly you look instantly smaller. I love that. That's why I never really wear tiny sort of jewelry, because it's like, I was like, yeah, that's not my size. I've just given up on tiny jewelry because it's just not something that would look good on me. It just makes me look even bigger than I am, and I hate that. So yeah, big jewelry is the way to go. Anyway, with that, we shall go to the try-on. So, I hope you like the try-on, despite the fact that, you know, I can't do that best up at all. But anyway, we just found also that this is here. So this is the other side of that bottom label of the Killstar jumper, which is really cute. And also, I just wanted to check, this is acrylic, yeah. And you can machine wash this cold, and you need to use like a wash bag, which is what I've already done. Another thing about this though, is that like, they've obviously washed it, but someone's perfume was so freaking strong that I had to wash it. Obviously, I washed it anyway. And then I had to spray it with like a shit ton of my own perfume because I just couldn't kill like whatever the hell they used on it. I think it still smells like there's a conflict of perfumes now. So that was my haul. I'm super stoked to get a, you know, rare sort of vintage Killstar item. Vintage Killstar. Here we are. This is the world we live in. We have vintage Killstar to collect. Unfortunately, there's a few fails, but you know, you can't win all the time. Tell me what your favorite item was in the haul, and do let me know if you found any cool sort of witchy things in the mainstream. And please, please, Americans, do not start with Bath and Body Works, because I will be very, very jealous, because I know it's Halloween and you already have all these witchy things there. Also, has anyone heard that apparently Jeffree Star, yes, I know, controversial, but anyway, I saw that he's actually done a collection that's coming out. It's not out yet, but by the time this video will be out, it will be. A collection called Gothic Beach, and he has a few things there, which are just accessories that are absolutely freaking amazing. Do let me know if you've heard about that as well, and if you plan on getting anything from that. And with that, I bid you farewell. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a pleasant time of day wherever you are, and greetings and salutations to you. And remember, the owls are not what they seem.